So Paper Mario, you start off with the guy with the cap. He looks like he's like going up this hill, and then he's like looking down, and then after you find out he's just like walking across this path from his house, and then he leaves his house, and he gets these pre-urges to find out how to live and whatnot, and like, stuff to like prep you, and then he gets to this half snail, half like reptile, and then it makes fun of him, and so then he goes off into this bridge area, and then he just shoots everyone and puts them on this file, and then from his foot file, and then he goes across the bridge, and then goes to stage 1. He hires a lookalike to go in with him and take over this castle, and then after he gets put in this room, and it's like 8 times 4 times 3 bad guys, and they start running around, and then the mime that looks like Paper Mario, he steps on this like walnut, and then he starts crying, and then Mario starts panicking, and he pulls out this like wristband kind of toothpick thing, and then after he places something on the floor, or it's like kind of like on the roof hanging down to the floor, and it's like making these really bad sounds, but but he just continues on, and then he uses this toothpick thing to shoot them, and he uses his feet to dance with the bad guys so that they'd be spinning around in circles, and then after his wristband thing starts to collect all detailed information, but then after it collapses because it's not sufficient. It's like information is like whatever, it's like no big news. So then after he opens his wallet, puts on his new look, which is like frown face, and he starts fighting. That's what the frown face is for. He starts fighting. He like beats up like 1/3 of the people, and then he beats the boss, and all the rest of the people he just takes care of. And then while he was doing that, the guy was making this movie about some guy fighting, and he just like filmed it, and he's like everyone started to see it while he was fighting, and then after that goes to stage 2, and you come to this giant foot, and it's not moving, and you know it hasn't moved for a long time, so it's not real. And then you go around it a few times, and then you see like a path to a sneaky path, and then you stay off the path for now, and then you go and stop in a certain spot near this little pool, and you take 2 steps left, 2 steps right, and then all of a sudden you find yourself on this roadway, and it goes into the foot, and while you're in the foot, you get knocked out from this constant gas. It's more like you're inside a solid thing, and it's like all the metal's in your face, and it's kind of like a gas kind of thing. and you get all screwed up. And then at the same time, the foot starts moving, just because it's you, it just starts moving and makes yourself all screwed up. But you don't really, you kind of know about it, but it's kind of like not that bad. And then you just end up stealing his wallet, try and figure that out. And then, okay, so stage 3, so stage 3 is starting off after the foot. You find yourself at this big, behind you is like a dead way, and you can't go anywhere behind you, because that's where the foot is, and you just can't go past it. You just kind of go, and you just get all hyper, and there's a bunch of weird pulse works coming out for you. And then after you just get hungry and you start eating, and you end up contacting the World's Research Center, and you just take a few notes, and that's the end of stage 3. And I guess that's, well, if you go past 1, 2, 3 fully, then you just kind of play around a bit while getting a little bit tired, you know, the usual stuff, and then you just play Paper Mario. So, and cut!